How's it going, everyone? Laughing here, and today we got some exciting news from the Pokemon Company. They just kind of dropped the release date and the box art for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as the Legend of Arceus, which was pretty surprising, and actually pre-orders are already up for those as well. So we're going to be going through all that, kind of some general speculation with those as well in terms of what we can expect from those three games, and then at the end, just kind of my general opinion on everything as well. But before I get into it, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I seriously would appreciate it and help the channel grow. But yeah, let's just hop right in it. All right, so looking at Pokemon's official Twitter page, we got it right here. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl release date, November 19th, 2021. So a date that a lot of fans were speculating. So kind of cool to see that that was actually correct. And we actually have a pre-order page up as well as the box art. So we'll kind of look at the pre-order page as well as the box art here in a second. But if we scroll up a little bit, wow, look at that. We also got a release date for Pokemon Legends Arceus as well. A lot of people were not expecting that, myself included, but with a release of January 28th, 2022. So like a little bit over 2 months after Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearls out, we're getting at Legends Arceus. So kind of cool with that. Looking at the pre-order pages here, once again, we got the header available November 19th, right there. And then, of course, Legends Arceus, once again, January 28th, which is fantastic. Looking at kind of the descriptions of specifically Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, one thing I kind of want to talk about is what we can potentially expect from the remakes. I know that's on a lot of people's minds. A lot of speculation going around. Are we getting up Megas, Dynamax, regional forms? You know, kind of what are going to be the big differences? And there's kind of two lines I kind of want to point out here that I think that really kind of paint a good picture of what we can expect, where I think we should at the very least set our expectations. And hey, if our expectations get blown out, fantastic. You know, we set the bar low, they overcame them, awesome. Because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be upset if it's just kind of a direct kind of remake, which is honestly what I expect it to be. So looking at kind of the pre-order page here, they actually say the original story has been faithfully reproduced. Big emphasis there. And the sense of scale in the original's towns and routes has carefully been preserved. People who've played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl can revisit familiar places and relive familiar scenes once more. For those setting out through Sinnoh for the first time, there's plenty of new encounters and surprises await. These remakes include easy to understand, player-friendly conveniences of the modern Pokemon series, plus close-up and personal Pokemon battle scenes. So kind of mentioned it a little bit before. Once again, faithfully reproduced. We've heard it said, we've seen it before. It's on the pre-order page. I think this speaks volumes, at least in my opinion, that they're going to be faithful remakes. I think the only kind of big changes and kind of big in quotes there that I think we can expect is the Platinum Dex, which makes sense. That was a really good improvement on the base games, a little bit more Pokemon. That was something that Sinnoh kind of struggled with in some areas, is not a whole lot of diversity among types. So Platinum kind of fixed that for the most part. And I think we're gonna have some more events like with Darkrai, not Lunala, the other one you guys know, Cresselia. There we go. And hopefully even Shaman as well. I think those might be in the base game. Hopefully Giratina might show up. Which you could have caught Giratina in original Diamond and Pearl as like a post game, I believe. I don't think we're gonna get like the reverse world or anything like that. Sadly, if they added that, that'd be pretty sick. But we'll kind of see. I think that might be a little bit too much. The reason why I kind of want to point out this right here is they're kind of talking about what they've added beyond the fact of the normal games. And all we really got is friendly conveniences of the modern Pokemon series. And yeah, close-up personal battles. Yay. I think if there was more to this, I think that there would have been some hints in there, personally, like a drop of like, hey, some new mechanics for old players or returning players, what have you. We don't get any of that. We just get faithful remake, modern day conveniences. If you never played it before, you know, there's some fun surprises. So yeah, I just think it really is going to be a faithful remake. If you're expecting the forms, you're expecting Gigamax, Gigantamax, what have you, Dynamax, or Megas, especially Megas. I think you're going to be bummed. I think if Megas somehow sneak their way into the game, I don't think there's going to be any new Megas. I don't see them necessarily trusting Ilka with the remake of the game and them adding a bunch of new stuff to it as well. I think that also kind of hurts the chances of that happening. This is my opinion. We'll kind of see with that. Kind of something I feel that's kind of backing that up. My opinion on that, at the very least, is the release date for Legends Arceus. They're literally coming out like 2 months apart, roughly, right? And I think that this was always planned. I don't think that they were like, oh man, like development for Arceus is going so well, you know, we'll like bump it up. This seems pretty calculated in my book. I think that if they just did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, a remake like this, exactly what we see and what it looks like we're getting, fans are going to be upset. We've already kind of seen some fan backlash about it, them not being very happy about this. Fans are going to be upset, right? I think if they just did Legends Arceus by itself, I think fans would get upset as well, because yes, it's an open world thing, but it's not an actual true remake. More like in the same frame as a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I think fans would be upset. So I think in order to try to appease as many fans as possible, they're releasing both games roughly about the same time. Of course, you can't have them come out at the same time, because then you're kind of eating your own player base there. I think honestly, for most people, it's going to take a month, maybe 2 months max to kind of get through the remakes, be happy with them, complete everything they want. And by that point, Arceus is pretty much going to be out for you to play. If you want something new, you want something exciting, there you go for those fans that are waiting for that. And also just in a general sense, like, to me, it didn't seem like Game Freak was that happy with Sword and Shield, and I know the player base is kind of mixed on it as well. So I think they're really looking to kind of mix up the formula, which is this. But once again, I think they also wanted to have kind of their safety net for like the old school fans that want more kind of traditional Pokemon. Like I said before, I really feel like this release date really kind of backs that up. So if you want something new and exciting, Pokemon Arceus is there for you. You want to play the original games, you want to go back to kind of the nostalgia, the remakes are here for you. There you go. I have seen online, looking at kind of the box art specifically for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, them talking about kind of the box art, kind of what Palkia and Dialga are doing. Kind of cool box art, by the way. I actually kind of dig it. It's pretty simple. We see the legendary Pokemon on there. They look great, which is pretty awesome. And there's also a double pack as well for the same price as both games. There better be more in there than just both games. Otherwise, big lame. That's all I can really say with that. They better throw some more stuff in there, because I don't know, what's the point then? So what people have been kind of speculating potentially is both Dialga and Palkia are kind of shining here. Looks like they might, maybe like Mega Evolve or something like that. And I'm here to sadly probably crush those hopes and dreams. So what I believe them to be doing is charging up for their special attacks. So for Palkia, that is Spatial Rend. For Dialga, that is Roar of Time. And I actually have up a little bit of like a little snapshot from the movies that they were in back in the day, and them using those moves. So this is actually Dialga using Roar of Time. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it here. Actually, see if I can like zoom in. Here we go. His kind of jewel is shining. His entire body has kind of like an aura to it as well. He's kind of like, getting the power and then getting ready to launch it. It's very similar. His mouth's open too, which is where the attack comes from. And then once again, kind of shining on there as well. Got some light coming from that. And yeah, that main jewel is, shining, kind of in my eyes, kind of charging up. So looking at Palkia here, the jewel on Palkia is shining, very much like what happens when they use Spatial Rend. And kind of similar thing here. The jewel is shining right there. He's kind of bringing in some energy. and good to go. And you might notice that one hand is not shining and the other hand is. And if we go here, we don't really see the hand that would be shiny, but the hand that's not shiny is not shiny. So there's a chance that maybe that they just didn't have the shininess for the other hand in a general sense. Maybe they're just not going to have that in any sort of animations because they changed it, or maybe we just can't see it, what have you. I just think that they're powering up for their special moves. That's my opinion. I don't think that they're going to get any sort of special forms like origin forms or anything cool like that. I think it's just, once again, very standard. You kind of, what you see is what you get for the most part. We'll probably get a platinum dex in there, hopefully some more events, and that's going to be pretty much it for the remakes. So that's once again entirely my opinion on that, but we'll kind of see. From what I've heard, there's going to be another Pokemon Direct, kind of near E3. It's not going to be actually like Nintendo's Direct. It's going to be its own separate thing, where hopefully we're going to get a little bit more info on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I will be covering that if and when that happens. I'm pretty confident it will. But yeah, once I get more info, I'll be covering that as well. And same thing, Legends of Arceus as well. I'm actually really excited for Legends of Arceus. I really want another look at it. I guess like when they showed it off as kind of an older build, it did look kind of rough around the edges, but for me, I could kind of tell kind of what they're going for, and that made me really excited. Fans have been kind of asking for a Skyrim with Pokemon forever, and this seems to be as close as we're ever going to get. So kind of cool in a sense. Once again, we'll kind of see once it comes out. Does potentially kind of feel like Game Freak was actually listening to the fan base. It took a long time to happen, but kind of cool. And yeah, I'm really kind of looking forward to kind of seeing what this game ends up being. Open world Pokemon game. You're catching stuff, kind of seamless battles as well, which is just really, really cool. Yeah, I'm really pumped for Legends Arceus specifically. But yeah, pretty crazy. Release dates for both, box arts for both as well. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, that's what I have for you today. If you want future Pokemon news and updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and even the little bell as well. Kind of makes it easier to come back and find my channel for more exciting news like this. I'm going to be covering more than just Pokemon come E3. We got Battlefield, hopefully some Starfield and other kind of cool games that will be announced, and I'll be kind of covering all of those. So once again, you want to come back and see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And hey, while you're down there, hit that like button and also leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of the remakes? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? You guys are going to get more than just kind of the bog standard kind of faithful remake. We're going to get those Mega Evolutions, Dynamax, what have you. Let me know down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Do something good for yourself. And as always, take care.